in your health and wellness. This is a different video from me, but I thought I would share what a typical report looks like in holistic nutrition. So we go over your mental, emotional, and physical body because they're all connected. So if you're feeling overwhelmed right now or have low energy, the first thing that we look at is your senses. And why is because humans consume or take in information through all of our senses. It's not just through eating or drinking. Your brain is constantly receiving input from sensory systems and processing it as experience. So it is important to have awareness as to what you're consuming daily. That's so important. So for sight, your eyes, what are you focusing on? Are you watching a lot of doom and gloom news, or are you going into nature, or are you surrounding yourself with toxic people? Hearing, are you listening to great music, good conversations with people, or doom and gloom news? The smells, there's a lot of chemicals in a lot of fragrances and soaps and perfumes. So important to put yourself into nature to get in fresh oxygen air. That is important for your lungs, your whole body, all your trillions of cells, what you're breathing every day. Chemicals in the food, right? Those are taste. So that's what you're bringing in your body. And so we want to make sure that we are eating whole, healthy, and also some living foods, organic too, because there's a lot of pesticides and chemicals in the food. And so getting back to nature, close to nature as possible, because that is going to affect our cells as well and our health. A lot of the foods out there have a lot of different chemicals and ingredients. So important to be conscious and aware of what foods you're bringing in every day. And touch as well, physical touch. So that could be, a lot of people have hot or cold baths or showers, and that all affects your senses as well. Getting sunlight, that's so important for your senses. And even some people take their shoes off, they ground themselves with their, connecting to the earth. There's a lot of science behind that, and it actually helps to relax you. People even hug or touch trees, right? Because even like everything is living. So whatever you need to do to ground yourself to de-stress. And why is this so important for mental and emotional health? Well, just like how food affects your body and all your cells, sensory input affects your nervous system, right? So if we're consuming negative media or news, that's going to increase stress hormones and affect our thoughts. And so that's going to increase cortisol. If we play calming music or really high vibe music, that's going to raise our energy and frequency, or it might relax us and put us into a parasympathetic relaxation state. So it's about that nervous system, really focusing on the nervous system and what all your senses, what you're consuming. If we're going out in nature, breathing fresh oxygen-rich air, surrounding ourselves with all of the high frequencies in nature, we're going to be helping to lower our blood pressure. So pleasant smells will enhance our mood. And that's why limiting or even eliminating constant news exposure or doom and gloom or toxic people is actually going to protect your emotional and mental well-being. So you want to protect your energy. That's what this is about, and analyze and be aware of what your senses are focusing on daily, because that can actually consume you and consume in your mind, which will affect your emotions. So a simple way to think about it is your body has 3 types of consumption: the food, what you eat; sensory consumption, which is what you see, hear, smell, and touch; and mental consumption, ideas, beliefs, conversations, who you're hanging around. Are you hanging around toxic people because you might be taking on that energy? Just having some awareness and consciousness of all of your senses, because all 3 of your senses influence health, mood, and behavior, and your emotions. So we also go into that too. We work through all your emotions. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, this is typically the start. We go in further depth, but it's the start of what we go through. So check out berising.com. I can get you started on your health and wellness journey.